Hey guys, welcome back to $2 podcast. It's your girl Paislee, and today I got a returning guest, Paislee House.
Yo, what's good?
Hey, how you doing?
I am feeling so tired. I had I have not been down since when I got to, Miami XBIZ.
Okay, yeah, so let's talk about that. So how was your trip there and what all did you get accomplished there? And then we'll get into you winning this award.
Okay, so it was so much fun. I think in my professional career that might have been the most fun I've ever had. I didn't know what to expect at all. Everybody asked, "What's extra? What do you do there? What's going to be there?" I just knew that it wasn't like Exotica, where it was like more so for the fans and we were just there. They said that this was more so for us. So I went in open-minded, and I just had a great time. I went to the white party as soon as I landed.
Okay.
The pool cabanas, so many industry people that were there that I knew of but didn't know. And then you meet them and it's like, whoa, you're cool as hell. Oh, you know me already? That the vibe was so cool. So many people that wanted to work. And on that side, I got a lot of work done too. I mostly did my shooting the second half of it. The first couple of days I was just, pretty much just there having fun, networking and stuff. I did a lot of shooting Wednesday and Thursday. So, that was fun.
Okay, so who's some people that you didn't work with that you worked with while you were out there?
Okay. I worked with my homegirl Coco Money. Shouts out to her.
Oh, you finally got her?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Who else did I work with while I was out there? My homegirl Neko Mia, we shot together. She's really, really cool. Really like more into like, cosplaying and stuff like that. We did a cosplay scene. It was really, really cool. Let's see. Me and Tate Hatted did some content, like some cool skits and stuff like that. Lana Wolf from Scotland. We met at one of the industry events and just decided to set something up and we shot. That was really, really cool. I did the fan bus.
Oh, how was that?
Yo, the fan bus is so much fun. Like it is what you see. But what you
so
see
how does it work exactly?
So it was my episode. So I didn't know what to expect if I was gonna just play, somebody that was gonna get snatched up off the street and get to shoot with his baddie. No, I was me and I had to snatch the baddie off the street. So that was fun. It was a lot of fun. Shouts out to Tommy A Baby Doll. She was who I ended up shooting with.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Like I have never hooked up in a van before, so that was different.
Oh shit. Was it challenging with getting lighting and everything in the van?
It was only challenging for me because like I said, I've never hooked up in not just a van, but like a super small space. Or a smaller space to like a room or something like that. So, you gotta be able to like perform, but also watch out. The camera person is kind of like climbing over you, like type situation. And shouts out to the camera lady. She was really, really cool. She's more than the camera lady, but yeah, it was a really, really fun experience. Who else did I shoot with? Miss Nerdy Minded. Me and her shot some content together. The Genesis Kiss and Hot Sauce POV and Alex Blair and me all got together and shot some crazy group stuff. And Finny don't really be shooting group stuff. So I was reluctant at first. I was like, oh man, what? But everybody was a good vibe. So
it was group stuff, meaning like guys and girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got invited to orgies, like all kinds of stuff. But this one was like, I don't know, we'll see. But it was really, really cool. We shot like on the big balcony overlooking the city and stuff like that. It was a vibe. It definitely was a vibe. My homegirl Vanessa Hinata, we do a lot of like cosplay scenes together. This was one of the first ones we did where it's just straight up just us going at it. It was really, really cool. It was cool.
Okay. So
And
let's
then
get into, oh, go
I
ahead.
was I went to New York for a second.
Okay, let's go in order. So then
Mhm.
it was the awards, right? So
Then there was the awards.
how did you feel going into the awards? Were you nervous? Did you feel like you had it in the park or?
Listen, and it's you, so I already know the reactions I'm going to get for what I'm saying, but I wouldn't be me if I wasn't honest. In my mind, I'm like, okay, this is my first award show. I was even looking at it from a nominee perspective. I was just looking at it from a performer perspective. Like, this is my first award show I've ever been to in person. So I was so excited. All of my friends were there. My friends, Kazumi came through, and me and her ended up just pretty much getting like this big table, and all of us sat there, and everybody like knew I was nominated. It was just like, oh, good luck, you got this. And I'm just in my mind, and even sometimes verbally, I'm just like, just here to take my L in person because I ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
Everybody who I was like against came through so suited and booted with these flashy suits and all this stuff. My homegirl Mila Rovanoff and Romy Chase were there with me too.
Okay.
Matessa Dorman, Harmony White, like so many people that I love and adore, and all of them are like there, and I'm just like, okay, I feel good. I feel good. But it's not I feel good from a like, we got this perspective. I'm just having fun. So the actual award show goes down around 9:30 Eastern time. It's hosted by Jules Blue and Savannah Solo. Love them both to death on Twitter. I'm more familiar with Savannah Solo. She's like, her vibe, her personality is like, infectious. So they doing cosplays when they're like coming in and stuff. I'm like, this is so cool.
That's what I was gonna say. So the last year it was more like cute and sexy, and like this year they had cosplay hosts. So I like how they kind of like switch it up. Hopefully they'll do some BBW hosts in the future, and
that would be so cool.
Different kind of, maybe a kinky one day where it's like super fetishy, or I don't know. But I definitely like how they switched up to the cosplay.
Yeah, it's just so when it comes down to like the actual awards, I'm looking out for specific ones. Of course, my own category, which I'm looking at the pamphlet, is like towards the end of the show. I'm like, phew, cool. So I'm looking for categories like trans performer, because a few of the people who were in that category were sitting at the table with me.
Okay.
Like Emma Rose, she was nominated for that, and I'm like, I hope she wins, or I hope her friend wins, because she's also nominated in the same category. All of the BBW categories, like, because so many people in those categories I'm friends with, and they were all around. So I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. I think Miss Nerdy Dirty ended up winning best premium social media star. Like for
she got two?
No, which one was it?
No, she was in my category.
Cam. Yeah, she won Cam. Okay, sorry. And then love you though.
Yeah, so I was kind of happy it worked out the way it did work out, because I didn't want to win and not be there, and especially because it wasn't even online like the previous years it was. So I was kind of disappointed about that part. But out of my category, I either wanted her to win or Ruby Sinclair. I feel like they would have just deserved it. The other ones were kind of like really big names that have like won a bunch of stuff before, so it felt good seeing somebody kind of, not saying Miss Dirty Nerd, I don't just think she's super new, but like someone else, someone different. And then the girl that won last year, I didn't want her to win just because I wanted someone new. I didn't care if it was necessarily me, but just someone like a fresh face. So I was glad.
I understand. Your video was hot though. Your video that you used was hot.
I know, and I didn't get to see it. I was like, I know I got the best video with my ass.
Shot it. I was like, I shot that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the scene
Yeah.
from Me, You, and Danica. Because
Hmm.
that was okay. The day I texted you, I was like, man, do they still have did you do your 5-second clip? I had no idea what clip I was going to use. I was trying to find the one I did last year because it was in a pool and I was going to use that, but I just couldn't find it. I was frustrated. So it was the only content I had going this direction. Everything else was going that, and you couldn't
Yeah.
do it. But yeah.
They didn't even use the one I sent. They used last year's, but I wasn't tripping.
Okay.
So best BBW clip artist, my bestie Rosie Kush one. I was like, yo, that's when I knew I lost my voice. I was like, I'm not gonna have my voice tomorrow. I just screamed at the top of my lungs when she got this award.
Yeah.
Cam artist was Layla Lewis. I'm like, oh, this is so dope. So it's getting down, it's getting close. And the one that's like right before me was female premium social media star. In that category, you got like Zoom, you got Violet Myers, Cassie Curves. Cassie
Danny
Curves
Banks was in
actually,
that one too.
oh yeah. And Danny Banks was in it. I remember Kendra asked me, she was like, yo, which one is Danny Banks? And I was like, this one. But Cassie Curves ended up winning that one. And she was really, really cool. I got to like, talk with her throughout the week and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, congrats. Best male clip artist. It's like, oh shoot, it's now. So at that point, again, it's like I'm seeing everybody who's in this category. I'm seeing how hard everybody has gone on like promo and stuff like that for their votes. Everyone around me, the energy is just like Prince John is like right over there. Artemis is like right there. Sam Tech is like right there. Sean Dam is right there.
Yeah, your whole competition
Surrounding me. And I'm just sitting there like, all right, which one of y'all gonna get it? Do my humble cheer. So they run down everybody nominated. So many people nominated in this category. And when they get to me, people just start losing their minds. And I'm like, okay, you're kind of like me. That's cool. Especially everybody around me, like, oh yeah. So it's funny because when they're about to like name the winner, first of all, it's a fake out. The dude who's hosted, he's just like, it's me again. Because I'm assuming he's won it before or something like that.
Okay.
And then somebody from like way across the room at the top of their lungs was Movie University. I was like, yo. I was like, I don't know. I feel like it was just like in that brief second of everything happening, even before they named me, I was like, oh, what did I actually win?
Oh yeah, that's a good feeling.
Before I can even finish that freaking thought, they said my name. The air left my body. I was like, yo, whoa, what? People grabbing, it's like a mosh pit around me and stuff like that. I like run to the stage. Like I literally like jump on it. I don't even walk the humble walk up and handshake. Yeah. I jumped up there.
I was excited.
Got that award, and I swore so much during my speech.
Did somebody record you?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. Kiki Clout recorded me from one angle. Alex Blair got me from over there. And Kazumi Kazumi's literally sitting right next to me. And she recorded the whole thing, like the naming nominees to the end of my speech. Like,
okay. Good.
Yeah. I'm like, oh man, this is so crazy. How I'm reacting right now is still how I was reacting then. I was like, no way, this is happening right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. I told you. I was like, yeah, you got this. You're going to get this.
You did. And honestly, that was like one of the number one things I was thinking about was, your second video where you like came back and was talking about the fact that you felt as if I just deserved it. And that just kept playing.
Oh, my YouTube? Okay.
Yeah. And I was just like, damn, this was worth it. Like all the thousands of dollars that goes into all of this stuff, the shoots, the wins, the losses. Like if I ever questioned if it was worth it, that was the validation that just put all caps, yes. Absolutely, it's freaking worth it, and keep going.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, I knew you that one, and then Noah Benzie, she won cosplay
Yep.
Kimgo, I believe. But yeah,
Mhm.
y'all were like the two people that I actually know and talk to that won. So I was like, oh shit, that's totally lit.
Oh man, that's so. I don't know where I'm gonna put that award when it actually gets to me. You know, they got like put names and all that good stuff on it, and then
Oh,
basically
okay.
gets to, yeah. That was actually a very funny thing. I walked backstage and like before I can even fully get backstage, it's like, yeah, we're gonna need that back. I was like, oh, did I lose?
Oh,
Oh no, this is just like the prop one. We gotta like send you the real one with your name and all that stuff. She's like, look at this.
oh, okay, okay. I was like, shit, they taking it back from me already?
Yeah. It's like you violated the rules. I was like, why? Why? I just one F word, I promise.
Oh, shit. Okay, so then you leave Miami, you go to New York,
hmm
and what's going on out there?
Okay, so I have two shoots yesterday. Cookie Monster 3 or DD. She's really, really cool. We've done skits before in the past.
Mhm.
My fans really wanted to see us collaborate on some boy girl content, but it's not something that she really, really does. So I don't like to discuss business practices and stuff, but you know, it's you, so we can talk. I
Well, it's dollars to dollars now.
yes. So like, okay, if I know that's not something that you really don't do, regardless if my fans ask me to a lot, I may ask once. And if it's
Mhm.
something that you like either reluctant to or don't want to do, I leave it alone. Like
Yeah.
if we decide that that's something that we're going to do, it's completely up to you. I don't like to like, I don't ever convince. That's just, you know, nasty. I don't do that. It's bad business practice. And
Okay, can you hold your thought right there? Because I do want to
uh,
say something
yeah,
about that. So one thing is a lot of girls, they all say that about you. So it's not just you saying, oh, well, I don't pressure them or whatever. It's
mhm.
10 plus girls that have all said, oh man, how you just like the best to work with. It's easygoing, just simple. They don't feel creeped out. They don't feel pressured. They don't feel like they're gonna get hurt or you're gonna hit them or be super aggressive. So it's a lot of girls vouching for you now.
Yeah, that means a lot. And that's like one of my boundaries that I'm personally afraid of when we're discussing stuff. I was like, just don't hit me, please. Like I
Oh
bruise
yeah.
easy. Please don't hit me. But the scene with her was so cool because we have already like got this vibe where we just like her personality is so cool. It is so
Mm.
fun and it's so loving, but you know, it's just and she keeps you laughing. We're in there banging out TikToks like it's nothing, cool, sexy photo sets. And then the scene was just so natural and just like fire. Like
Mm.
it's so fire. I edited it the same night. I was like, "Yep, this is getting released immediately." So shouts out to her. We shot, and then I shot with a model. She does like more solo MILF type content named Marcella Alonso or Marcella Sobella on
Yeah, I know who she is.
yeah. I
Watched
met
an
her.
interview or so on her.
You got to. I met her mentee. I mentioned her earlier, Matessa Dorman, while I was in Miami, and small world. Me and Marcella just shot like some cool TikToks and some like real type skits, and she was like, "I've been doing this for a minute, and you're like one of the best directors I've ever worked with, just because like you know how to keep things flowing and keep things
Mhm.
active and keep things going." While bars, what's up? And then while like still us being able to just like vibe and talk and have fun and stuff without losing track of time and realize we only shot one skit in 3 hours. And I was just like,
Oh yeah.
this is the work that goes into getting this XBIZ award. Like the grind and like feeling like, oh, is it worth it? Am I doing a good job? Like these are a lot of stuff that sometimes I overthink about, but it's so good to know that I am, you know, doing well when it comes to being that one man army running pretty much at the playhouse, you know?
Hmm. So, speaking of that, do you feel like you need to get an assistant? Because by the end of this year, you're gonna need
Ma'am,
someone that could just travel with you and go with you and help you out with all this shit. Because you
I've
are a one man
always
band.
wanted an assistant. Um, So I guess from two perspectives, yes, I would love to have that one person that I'll get into that in a second, but like I know for certain I want the assistant that like can help me run the socials and stuff, because I have so many that I do myself, and I have so many that I want to get into. And I know when I get into new ones, I'm probably going to give less attention to certain other things. Like my OnlyFans is my baby. I would never delegate that to anyone else. My mini viz is also my baby. I wouldn't mind delegating that to someone else though, like to help like keep that active and posting, because even this month I did horribly when it comes, no, sale wise I did fine, but I did horribly when it comes to like consistently posting. Like I ended up posting 4 videos in the same week just because I was so behind. And yeah, and then everything else, the Pornhubs, the X videos, the Paislee, which I have but don't ever use. I feel like that's so much money missing out. So I would love to have somebody in that office over there putting in that work, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But like you said, I know she's not my assistant at all. She's her own person and talent. Shouts out to Alex Blair. But she gave me the experience of having a reliable person who, you know, loves this industry and respects this industry. And like, you know, she traveled with me twice so far, and to Vegas and to XBIZ. And we were only doing I was helping her shoot some of her stuff. She was helping mine. And I got the experience of having that trusted person there who I'm comfortable with help me shoot content and stuff. And it really did have me thinking like, damn, I might do need like an actual like assistant, like to travel with me to make stuff like this not just easier, but just an overall better experience and make it feel more professional, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I've mastered the whole shooting by myself thing. Don't get me wrong. I got the whole double camera. From a viewer perspective, you think somebody's in that mother, but listen, it's just me. It's just me. I'm doing it all.
All right. So you're taking a break. How long is this break?
I don't return to shooting until June 1st. It's a much needed vacation for sure. Like my body, like starting to get like burnt out. So don't get me wrong, I'm still performing fine, but you know, mentally, like when you kind of like start dreading it when you wake up a little bit, where it's like I just want to sleep in. Mm-hmm. Then it's time to like, I probably need a minute where I can just like relax, rehab my body, and then get back to it. So,
okay, so a cool question all the fans might want to know: how much pussy have you got so far this year?
This year? Oh my God.
Give us an estimate.
I feel like I have done 100 shoots of this year, this so far. Because let's see, I've been to Chicago Exotica, XBIZ Miami. I did Houston the Vegas twice. LA tour. To where?
Houston.
Yeah, I've been to Houston. I've been to Dallas also twice. I've been to Vegas 3 times in a month. And so much filming gets done in Vegas. Vegas is what burned me out. Then I went to LA, Chicago, Detroit. I've been to New York twice. I've been to Atlanta 3 times. Feel like I'm forgetting somewhere. If it is somewhere small. Nope, it's just I've been all up in Texas like crazy. I miss Houston. I've been to Houston like 2 months. It's not my fault though. I don't know why it costs so much to fly there right now, but yeah, I honestly, if I had to guess off of how many scenes I've shot so far this year, like 100.
Okay.
Then there was the freaking Girls Gone Wireless event. Absolutely, it was 100.
Oh, and because you're about to go back to the Girls Gone Wireless event.
Yeah, they're actually about to have the next event. The last one was in Orlando in February, but they're about to have one in Vegas. That's the first thing I'm doing when I return. I'm going to the Girls Gone Wireless in Vegas.
Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of people that's on that lineup that I need to get on my podcast.
Oh. I
I'm
would
gonna
do.
tell
I'm gonna be like in their ear, like,
you. You know, I gotta get Kendra. So, but she already
oh, for
follows me
sure.
on Twitter, so I'm gonna reach out to her. But it's some
Mhm.
people on that's coming this time, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I'm
Oof.
excited.
Oh, and then there was my breakup tour. Yes, over 100 people. Because as soon as I got out of a relationship, I was like, okay, I went on like this super workaholic type
Oh
tour to where
yeah.
I was like barely home. Speaking of home, I'm finally here, but like my first month moving in, I was not here. Even I wasn't even here on my move-in day because I was like working so much. Like, but yeah, 100. I'm saying 100. I'm sticking with it.
Okay, 100. All right. So okay, throughout your whole career, we're gonna get a little personal, but definitely don't name drop. So I don't want to make anyone look bad on my channel. But you had to come across somebody with bad hygiene.
Okay.
You can't
Uh,
tell me all these hundreds of girls. It's 100 alone this year. Just say 600 through the past, or whatever amount.
mhm.
Somebody had to have had some poor hygiene. Something
Okay.
was a little funky enough.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Okay. So listen. Shockingly, I'm not going to say it was like bad hygiene. No, no. I haven't come across anyone that, because everybody in this industry, on this level of the industry, knows what this is, and they know about reputation and they know about presentation. Some stuff can't be helped, but everybody that I've worked with so far takes care of themselves. They don't show up like fresh out of bed, funky coochie type ordeal.
Okay.
They take care of themselves. The only thing that I've dealt with a lot, and it's funny, the only thing I've dealt with a lot this year personally is the timing when it comes to women's cycles. That's about it. Like, because a lot of times I end up in a situation where she's like, we about to shoot, but my cycle just hit. So that kicks in the process of what I learned how to do this year, or what I've learned what to do this year. I won't get into graphic detail, but all I'm saying is your boy is kind of a gynecologist and knows how to get the sponge out of the.
Well, I'll vouch for that. I think it was your first time, if I'm not mistaken, that I was right next to you while you were doing it. I was like, oh, I'll be
Nah,
nurse.
my very first time was to my ex twice,
Oh,
and
okay,
then I
okay.
had to do it at the same event. I had to do it with two other models, and I
Oh,
was just
okay. So
like,
you had a little practice.
I had a little practice, but I've
Okay.
had to do it a lot of times this year. And I remember one shoot, again, not going to name drop, it was in Vegas, love her to death. She had two in there. So jokingly, I was like, oh, it's twins. So got one. That was a doozy. Here comes the second one. Oh my God, come here.
Oh, wow.
So that's about it when it comes to like the hygiene thing. Like I said, that one can't be helped. That's just a cycle. But in terms of like just keeping it clean, they've been good. And then I've been
Okay.
good because that's also been kind of like a blessing when it comes to like my reputation as a model says that I come in clean, like I take care of myself and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I do. Not putting no dirty meat in your mouth. I'm not doing you like that.
Yeah. For sure. So you got the Girls Gone Wireless. Do you have any separate events outside of that? Any people you're excited to
Um,
work with this year?
okay. Off the top of the head, who I have not, either who I've worked with very recently or who I plan to work with in the future. I shot with Emma Magnolia. She's really, really cool.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I know who she is.
I want to do, battery's getting low. I want to do some content with, I want to do some stuff with Gigi. I think she's damn, Gigi is really, really sweet. And her work ethic is phenomenal. I really, really want to shoot with her. Sophia Rose, um, Lyric Sky, the whole Salacious team is really, really cool too and super professional. Shouts out to my dude Shock. He shot, I got to experience shooting with him at Chicago Exotica, and his shooting
Okay.
style is like so vivid and like passionate, and I'm like, yo, this is so cool. Hot ass Hollywood. I want to shoot with Ashley Barbie. She's in Miami. I love her work, her industry, and her you know, her own stuff. I need Angela White this year.
Okay.
I need that. Need to make that happen.
Okay.
Jessie Switch is somebody that all of my fans and all of her fans want to see us work together. Like every time I do the Q&A thing, they're like, okay, somebody new.
Yeah, I see them. They're always saying her.
And I was like, can we get married first before we shoot? Because we're trying to, you know. But I adore her so. I love her energy, and I can't wait to like work with her. It's so many people. Like and if I'm just being honest, I realize the situation that I'm currently in. Like I realize the more doors around me that have opened given this XBIZ situation. So it's very exciting that I get to like meet these. I still have the same love for this for when I started. Like I'm excited to meet new people. I'm excited to create fire content, whether the concept was mine or I help someone bring somebody else's to life and stuff. And it's just, I love it more because I still get to be myself and I still get to have fun and I can still work with whoever the hell I pretty much want to. Like, it's so great, and I'm so excited for real.
Okay, well, I'm excited for you. You know, I'm always Team Fanny, rooting for you, and I'm gonna drop some clips on my Paislee Hayes YouTube because since they all know about you and everything. But thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me for real. It's been a while.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna get an update in a couple months after you got Angela White and some other. We're gonna get that update. But yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.